Friday, day of surgery. I'm in the car, heading to, well, didn't pull off yet, but we're about to head to the hospital. I think I mentioned it last night, but they changed my surgery time. They pushed it back an hour, which was so needed because, baby, I needed my sleep, okay? And I'm still like feeling like I could use another hour or so, but they're gonna put me to sleep so I'll have a nice good nap. Fingers crossed, prayers up. I'm gonna say a little prayer for myself right now, listening to Rod Wave. I really like Rod Wave. Let's put this down some. All right, you guys, let's say a prayer real quick. We're done. This is kind of like the time I'll be leaving for work anyway, so it kind of like worked out because my body's already used to this schedule. Yeah, so I got my new sweatpants on. They look so good. They look like higher end sweatpants. Like, I spoke to my cousin. We have everything situated because that wasn't gonna be a good situation. All right, I don't have on any jewelry, deodorant, perfume, not even moisturizers. They told me not to put on any moisturizer. I feel a little weird. I did put deodorant on though. I don't remember if they told me I could or I couldn't, but I still put it on. It's supposed to, they said it was gonna snow. Now it's supposed to just be rain, so guess that's good. I mean, I prefer rain over snow. Sorry it's so dark, you guys. I don't want to put the headlamps, the lights, and then it just brings too much attention. Waiting for this car to warm up, child. I'm going to put the address in my Waze. I know where it is, but, you know, just in case there's some detour or something. So, I booked my birthday trip already, paid for. What month are we in? February. I already booked, and y'all have to stay tuned for that. Y'all never got to see last year's birthday. Wasn't last year, the year before that's birthday, because I never edited the video. I'm gonna do better this year, y'all. I'm gonna do better. See y'all soon. Good morning, you guys. Yes, it is I'm actually laying on Chunky. It is Saturday. It's the day after I had my surgery. And here's a quick little update. I am doing okay. There is pain, but I have my pain meds. I'm trying not to overdo it. I only take it if I need it. You have to stay on top of the pain, though, at least for the first couple days. So I've been instructed to take my pain meds every 6 hours. They did prescribe oxycodone, which y'all know is a controlled substance. Y'all saw in one of my clips before this that I had to show my ID to get it. I've only taken one of those, and that was when I first came home. I wasn't really in pain because I was still drugged up from the hospital, but the doctor had said take one because during the night and early in the morning, the pain will set in, more pain will set in, and that was true. But I'm okay. Every vibration hurts. So coughing, sneezing, going to the bathroom, everything aches. You know, all of your muscles and things are. I guess he's like, bitch, it's time to brush your teeth. Everything's connected. So, yeah, I have a big, like, wraparound thing on my knee. From the surgeries. Wasn't much bleeding because everything was microscopic, done by a robot. but I do feel it. It feels weird. I have inflammation, so there is some swelling, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, my cousin just texted me. She's actually in the living room, sleep on the airbed that I bought her. We're supposed to be going to breakfast shortly. She texted me. Let me see what she wants. All right, so that hurt. That's phlegm. So my cousin just texted me and said that she's not that hungry, so it doesn't make sense to go out and get a big breakfast. So I said, okay, so I'm going to order something for me because I am hungry. I have not eaten anything since Thursday night. So Thursday night at 8 was my last meal. It's Saturday morning at 8. Well, 9, I think now. So I haven't eaten in a day or so. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little hungry. They tried to feed me at the hospital. I did not have an appetite. I kept feeling like I had to vomit because of the anesthesia. I didn't. I ended up not vomiting, but I did feel it for like the first hour when I got out of surgery. I've had surgery before, but I've never felt that bad after. Like, usually for me, thank God, it's always everything's always easy breezy when it comes to like doctor visits or hospital visits. Yesterday was a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. Probably the toughest I've ever had it, after having like a procedure. So I couldn't walk. I needed the nurse to chunky, easy buddy, easy. He knows something's wrong, but he don't know exactly what's wrong. So I have to make sure he's not, being too rough because he can hurt me. What was I saying? Oh, I couldn't walk alone. The nurse needed to. I still have my this little hospital thing on. I have to take it off. I needed assistance walking, and then I had to use the bathroom. And the nurse was like, "Oh, I can't let you use the bathroom alone." And I was like, "What?" I've never had a stranger, in the bathroom with me, helping me pull down my panties and stuff. Like, that was very strange, but it's a risk because if I would have fallen, that would have been bad. So I had to, and they want to make sure that you're using the bathroom after surgery. Remember, guys, everything's connected. So, I had to pee in front of her. She was great, though. Everybody at Columbia was amazing. Like, pick good doctors, because it makes a difference. I felt very well taken care of. I was very well informed from the beginning to the end. I do felt like I waited a little bit too long for certain things, but it is a hospital, and sometimes you can't control, if there's delays and stuff like that. But they made me very comfortable. They kept me informed on what was happening. All of the staff was very caring, great bedside manner. So that was great. But yeah, so I had someone watching me pee, wiping myself, and she helped me, pull up my clothes and stuff. And, it's a little embarrassing, but they probably see this type of stuff all day, every day. But for me, who has never used the bathroom in front of a stranger, I'm not going to say I was humiliated. I wasn't humiliated, but it was definitely weird. But she was very good, and I appreciated her help. Like, she had to hold me up while I was washing my hands. It was a bit much. It actually took me a little bit longer to recover. The anesthesia did not wear off as fast, so it took me a while to wake up. There's two different phases. So phase 1 is when you come directly out of the operating room and they let you naturally wake up. And then once you wake up, they ask you questions to make sure you're conscious and you know where you are, you know what just happened. And then they let you kind of rest, but they monitor you. They had all type of machines still connected to me. And then phase 2 is where they take you to, like, finally they're waking your ass up, they're feeding you, they're putting liquids in you, they're making you go to the bathroom. So phase 2, I was in a private room. Phase 1, you're in a room with everybody else, like just sleep, wake it up. Phase 2, you get your own room. And they brought my cousin in, and you know she gets to sit there and talk to me, because that also helps wake you up. But I was struggling, y'all. Like the nurse was talking to me like they were doing the discharge, and I was just like, I'm sorry, like I'm just still falling asleep. So I didn't have an appetite. They gave you cookies, crackers, apple juice. I took a couple sips of the apple juice. Then they offered ice. Y'all know I love me some ice. So I had some ice chips, and that kind of like helped me start to wake up a little bit. Then I had to go to the bathroom again. This time they let me go to the bathroom, not alone, but I was able to, she walked me to the bathroom, and they had the commodes that you help yourself, your body weight. So that was good. So I was able to close the door. And I was feeling a little more stable at that point. So it took me a couple hours, y'all. I did not get home until 5. And so I had valeted my car in the morning when I pulled in, and then my cousin drove us home. And technically I was supposed to be done. This is what they had told me at first. I was supposed to be done by 11 a.m. And then I got a text the night before saying that they had pushed my surgery back an hour. So I was actually appreciative for that, because I got to sleep a little longer. And then what else happened? So I gotta pee again. The doctor said I'm gonna have to pee a lot, because there was so much fluids and stuff running through my body. So for the next 24 to 36 hours, I'm gonna have to pee. And last night I peed 7 times. Like, it was just insane how much I had to get up. And then I was like stumbling. I have to get my cane. I haven't used it yet. Anyway, so yeah, pee, a lot of pee. What else? I'm trying to walk y'all through the process. Oh yeah, so because everything had got pushed back, and then it took me a longer time to recover. My surgery was later, and the surgery was like 3.5 hours. I didn't get home till 5 o'clock. I was telling everybody. I had like 37 text messages. The love is unmatched. Of everyone checking on me, make sure I came out alive. So I was very appreciative to see that. My cousin was like, yo, you have to tell these people that you made it, because we was just like chilling when I first got here, when we first got back to the house. And then yeah, so I had to text the people back. So she was like, stop talking to me, text everybody back, let them know that you made it, and then we could finish our conversation. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I did that, and then me and her both was exhausted. I told y'all that we had a little drama, but it worked itself out. And she had worked that morning. She had just gotten off at 5 o'clock, so she was extremely tired. I was extremely tired. So we talked for a little bit. We got the airbed blown up. I told y'all about her airbed, new pillows, new sheets, got her situated, got myself situated, and I went to sleep, and she went to sleep. And then Chunky, at some point, I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, he was trying to get my attention, but I had brought his pee patch up front, and he wasn't using it. So, and because I'm in, like, it's a lot now for me to get up, he went to my cousin. And because I had left the door cracked, he went to my cousin, and she was like, Crystal, and I was like, yeah, I think he has to use the bathroom. Should I take him out? But to like tell her where the poo-poo bags was, where his leash was, where to go, where to throw the poop out. It was just too much. So I ended up getting up, and my doctor said they want me to get up. They don't want me laying around too much. She said, yeah, you can lay down the first day. After that, I need you to be walking around, getting your steps in, getting your blood circulating. So, and I wasn't in pain. And I had like a big brace on my leg, so my leg was supported. So I just took Chunky out, and he had to poo and he had to pee, and came back in, wiped him down, got back in the bed, and then here we are. It's the next morning, so it's not 9 o'clock yet. Excuse me, it's 8 something. I'm gonna order me some breakfast at like 9 o'clock. My cousin's boyfriend is coming to pick her up. I think she said this afternoon. So yeah, she's still very sleepy. I'm not really sleepy. I'm like my body's like just relaxed, like that kind of thing. And I'm watching Ghost or Real. I don't know what this is. This has been playing all night. But yeah, I'll update y'all a little bit later. I was talking to Sam. Hey, Sam. And I was telling her my plans for the day. And I told her I was going to Cracker Barrel, and I wanted to get a little bit of footage of the cooks. The cooks are black. And every time I go, I try to stick my head into the kitchen and be like, hey, y'all, good morning. But since we're not going now, yeah, I don't know.
She said something to me, and then she was like, oh, Anisha, I didn't think about you. I said, no, you did. I said, just like there's a text going around that you left my name off of because you are trying. You said you deliberately tried to. But everything that goes on in the department, everybody knows about. So
Right.
historically, though, I just don't know nothing because I really wasn't paying attention. When I became a shop steward, people started involving me in everything, which now that I'm not a shop steward, I don't really want to be involved. But it is like people are like, yo, Nisha, guess what happened? So right, so I guess what they did with each other, now they involve me, and everybody knows what everybody else does.
Right.
So when you send emails to the rest of the group and you leave me out of it, you know what?
Still gonna find
They
out.
just tell me.
Right. Exactly. Is she dumb?
Yeah. So when she was saying something, I said, Kathy, you know exactly what you're doing. Like when you decided to leave me off for text. So when she said something to somebody else, like, you see how Anisha got snippy? Yeah. Y'all think y'all can say what y'all want to me because I don't say stuff normally and nothing's gonna be said. Y'all think that because I'm quiet most of the time that I'm
quiet.
Yeah.
And this is not the truth.
That is not the truth.
Don't poke the bear. Girl. Get down, Chunky.
The 87 is vegan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could take the 87 and then, you could try to find it.
It'll get them up north.
Okay, no problem. Well, I'll see you when you get here.
Hey, you guys. All right, with a little check-in. It's a couple hours later. I had breakfast. I forgot to show y'all. Apologies. My cousin's here. We've been talking. I think I got a little clip of us talking for a little bit. She didn't want to be on camera at the moment because she still had her pajamas and stuff on. So I was like, whatever. She's actually getting ready. Her boyfriend's coming to pick her up. Remember, y'all, she's supposed to be staying with me for the week, but she ended up having to work tonight, and she'll be back. But the issue is there's a big snowstorm coming again. So I told her I'm actually doing okay. I'm able to walk. I'm not as bad as I thought I was going to be. I told her if it snows really bad, which I'm hearing something like 17 inches again, don't try to come back up here because it's not safe. So the snowstorm is supposed to start tomorrow. And then I told her she can get back up here as soon as she wants, but only when it's safe. And I'm fine. So whatever. But yeah, I'm resting. My leg is elevated right now. I did eat. So I'm waiting for her boyfriend to get here, send her off, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm a little tired. The meds make you a little sleepy. And when I get up again, I need to walk as per my doctor. So doctor was totally fine with me walking Chunky. So when I wake up, me and Chunky are gonna go for a little walk, and then I'll come back and rest a little bit. And I want to find like a good movie to watch. Keeping y'all posted. Not much going on, but this is what healing looks like. And I do want to edit. I see my iPad. I was watching videos earlier, but then it died. So I want to edit, but my computer is all the way in the living room, and I don't really feel like sitting up right now. So we'll see how this editing goes.